Hello, Scorpio. Amyenergy here with your weekly tarot message. This reading is for the week of November 22nd through the 28th. We're working with the Wheel of Change tarot. Keep in mind this is a general reading and it will not resonate for every Scorpio placement out there, so feel free to check out your sun, moon, or rising. But do use your own intuition. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to book a personal, my website is amyenergy.online. All right, 7 of Discs over your reading here, Scorpio. Now, the spread we are doing this week, Scorpio, essentially I'm pulling one card for each house of the zodiac. Okay, so, a card for all 12 signs. Okay, but I, in my mind, have the 360-degree astrology wheel in mind, okay, even though this is not a wheel. But in astrology, for those of you who don't know, you know, there is every sign has an opposite, okay? And they have an opposite approach, but they also have the same goal, okay? So we're going to be using the Pride Tarot. We're going to look at each axis and then pull the card that's bringing them both together, okay? So let's get into it here. If that didn't make sense to you, I am going to be explaining it more as we go along, okay? So here we got the first house. This is the house of self, of your environment. And we have the seventh house, which is where our partnerships, our one-on-one partnerships live, okay? Business, romantic, and otherwise, even our enemies, okay? So I really like this energy so far in our first house. Things could even be feeling a bit chaotic, but I feel like it is auspicious, right? Even if there's chaos, it's movement, it's positive, it's moving us forward here with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, here in our seventh house with our partnership, Scorpio, we have the Princess of Wands. And I love this energy, but I do feel like it can be a bit of a selfish energy, right? And, selfishness is a funny thing, right? Because I don't think it's a bad thing to be selfish. Of course, we have to put ourselves first because who else is going to put us first? We can't be putting unhealthy expectations on our partners because we're not taking care of our needs. So I love the Princess of Wands. But I do feel in this instance, it is a bit of a caution here, okay? Because we do have the Five of Swords, which is the common goal of this energy, okay? And so it's very interesting to me. I feel like when it comes to your partnerships, Scorpio, for some of you out there, you may not be really putting in the effort, right? So it's interesting. But I feel like all of this is serving for a conflict to happen, right? Like that's kind of the common goal here is the Five of Swords. So there is, in a sense, a conflict or a conversation that needs to happen that probably isn't going to be like the best energy. But it's like, I feel like you'll be victorious, but it's almost like your victory is going to come because you're actually going to understand this other person's perspective, and that's going to be like a tremendous amount of growth, okay? So I'm not sure how that will resonate for you, Scorpio, and it might make more sense as we go along here. All right, in the second house, which has to do with our values, our resources, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so I definitely feel like we are taking action in every way that we can to put something out there, right? To get something out there, our work, our ideas. Okay, we're taking direct action here. Now, across over here in our eighth house, we have the Three of Swords, and this, is a painful energy, right? This is the energy of betrayal. However, with the Three of Swords, it's also the energy of truth, okay? And the truth can be very transformational. So it's coming up in your eighth house. All right, this is the house ruled by Scorpio, so that's your sign. And this could be very emotional, right? But here's the Wheel of Fortune coming out for you again. Something is really trying to move in your life right now. Like there's forward motion happening. So even this pain here that we could be feeling, this transformation is actually serving, for our next great adventure, right? We're closing out a cycle. We're going on to something new here. Okay. Interesting. All right. Third house and the ninth house. Okay. The third house, this is like your local community, communication. All right. The moon is here. So I do feel, you're not seeing clearly right now. And that makes sense. I literally, as I'm recording this, it is, the lunar eclipse happening, right? In Taurus, right across from your sun. All right. And we have judgment here in the ninth house, right? So, also you could be having your solar return right now. So all of this eclipse energy could really be like a spiritual awakening for you. I'm definitely feeling that. This is very intuitive, even here with the moon, right? You could be feeling strong urges towards a certain direction, right? And it's like you do have this knowing, right? Yeah. So here's that Three of Swords again, right? So whatever this is, Scorpio, like the eighth house can also deal with other people's money. Okay. And I feel like here, the goal of both these energies happening in the third and ninth house, like there's a spiritual awakening that's happening for you. It's intuitive right now. And we maybe aren't acknowledging it, right? It's in our eighth house, and there's this transformation that's trying to happen for us, but it's hurtful, right? Like for us to speak our actual truth, the truth of our heart, it could be hurtful. However, these two major arcana are here and they're pushing you to be more self-sufficient, more independent, okay? So yeah, that's why they want you to have this conflict here, Scorpio, in your first and seventh house, right? Maybe this is actually not your energy in your seventh house. Maybe there's someone around you who's a little bit selfish, and their selfish behavior is what's going to push you to actually have this conflict that you need in order to have the growth that you actually need to really step into this space of not just being self-sufficient, right? Because the Nine of Pentacles, to me, they have more than just, yes, they are self-sufficient, but they just have more to give, more to invest. Like they're very abundant in this energy. Okay, and that's what the universe wants for you, Scorpio. But you have to listen to these intuitive urges that you're getting, right? All right, fourth house, 10th house. Okay, we have the Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so now when it comes to home, our home life, we could be very grounded, right? But at the same time, we're just feeling like, I feel like we are feeling this burning desire for something new and different, right? And in our 10th house, we may not be going for it because here with the Nine of Wands, it's an interesting energy here on this particular card. But, this can be the wounded warrior type energy. So I feel like we could be really not feeling like we have everything we need. Absolutely not. Five of Pentacles on the bottom. So our self-esteem could be a bit of an issue here when it comes to really showing up for our career, our legacy here in the 10th house. Okay. So I feel like we're definitely reevaluating the journey that we've been on, right? Because even though we could be feeling a bit insecure, the Nine of Wands is still someone who's made it through a lot of hardships. So I feel like in the 10th house, it is asking you to give yourself a moment to, dress your wounds and get ready for the next step, because the common goal here of your third and ninth house is the Fool. Okay. And that is just taking a leap of faith, believing in your own magic, and just setting foot on a new adventure, right? I really love it. Like with these two Wheel of Fortunes, the Fool, like the universe here, Scorpio, is really trying so hard to like give you joy, I feel, right? I'm really feeling that in this reading. Now, here we have in the 5th house, the Hanged Man. And in the 11th house, the 10 of Wands. So, when it comes to creativity, romance, fun, the 5th house things, it's like we have the Hanged Man here. I feel like it's been a minute since we've even participated in romance or fun or creativity, right? And, we could be feeling that loss in our life, but for whatever reason, we're remaining stuck here. Okay, maybe we're not seeing the importance of it, right? Even though I do feel that in your 11th house, it's like a big burden. Like there is this desire to want to be, I feel intuitively, like there's like a big desire for you, Scorpio, to be accepted by the creative type of people, and to, you know, and fun people, even just like fun. Like it doesn't even have to be creative. It could be like you just want people to want to have fun with you. And you might not be telling them that. You could just be carrying this feeling like a burden, right? Because this is in your 11th house, which has to deal with, society, and has to deal with our friendships and the groups and organizations we belong to. Okay, wow. Oh, two wanted to come out here. Wait, look, we have the Ace of Wands here and the Eight of Cups. Yeah. So I feel like both of these energies are really, wanting you to walk away here from a situation so that you can have a new beginning. You might not know even what you're going towards right now, right? Like in this energy, like maybe you're trying to like find your path, and it's almost like you have to step foot on the path before you're going to even see it, right? You can't see it right now. The Eight of Cups is when we just choose to listen to our own intuition, and we kind of go on a spiritual journey, and we start listening to ourselves, and we, kind of silence the noise of other people. And it can be scary because once we take that step away from everything we've ever known, we're like, sometimes we might even feel like, what did I do? Make the biggest mistake of my life? But you didn't. There's something here that you can't see. Okay. Grateful hearts get what they desire. So you need to get into a space where you can be in gratitude. Okay. Our 6th house and our 12th house here. In the 6th house, we have the Prince of Swords, okay? So I feel like our daily routine is very chaotic. We're juggling here. We could just feel like we don't know which way is up, okay? Now, in our 12th house, we have the Emperor. So to me, this is like our own vision. What we actually want to build for our own life is kind of something we're not seeing or acknowledging in our life. Okay. So your daily to day life may be feeling a bit unmanageable right now, Scorpio, and even that is happening for you. Okay, because it's almost like this energy wants you to like break down in a way, right? Because this seems very unsustainable to me. So eventually you're going to have to break down and take a rest, tap into your subconscious energy here, even if you're not going to feel the full extent of the true vision. But this Page of Wands is like, we're at least going to be taking a step in the right direction, right? So that's the goal of this 6th and 12th house right now, is it's like we kind of might have this sense of wanting to build something, and then our current like daily routine is a bit chaotic. So all of this is going to be pushing us to really take that step. And once we take that step, it's every step after that, we're going to be really embodying our magic more and more and more. Okay. So now we are going to use the Air Mail Oracle by Sarah Stacy. And we're going to call on our angels and ancestors to just get a little more clarity in some of the areas of this reading. So I really want to know about this Wheel of Fortune we started off with. Okay, so for our 1st and 7th axis, can I get one more card here? Dive deep is coming out here, okay? And I'm feeling that because Scorpio, I was like, I feel even getting this a bit wrong when I first started reading it because it is so deep, right? And fire up's on the bottom. So it's like that, the depth of fire, not the depth of water, which, you would be accustomed to. This is, while the dive deep does have the, symbols of marine life and that. However, this Prince of Wands in your 7th, or Princess of Wands in your 7th house, it's sort of like you might have to match this other person's energy or embody it in some way here, but you're really going to have to dive deep so that you are able to, kind of step into your power and have a conflict with someone, right? Because sometimes until you actually have a conflict and like have it out, it just remains an issue that's like kind of plaguing your growth, right? So, and let's see here. I also want more about the 2nd and 8th house here with this 2nd Wheel of Fortune. Be direct is coming out here, Scorpio. Okay. So, absolutely. That's what we were saying a little bit with this 3 of Swords, right? We have to tell the truth, even if the truth may hurt. Okay. There could be a situation and the truth could cause a lot of pain here. In the 8th house, this can be very transformative, right? And so it can be hard, but I do feel like it's important. You have to honor yourself. You'll move through this 3 of Swords. It's just a moment in your life, okay? You'll move through it, but for you to not be direct is for you to not honor yourself or your life path, right? Your destiny. That's a big deal, okay? So, with 2 major arcana here, angels and ancestors, we got to know more about the 3rd and 9th house here as well. Get inspired is coming out. Yeah, I feel like there is, and send love on the bottom. I do feel here like we need to listen to our gut. I feel like we are inspired here. We do have judgment on a situation, right? It's in our 9th house. This is very spiritual. So I do feel like, get inspired by other spiritual people. Get a reading, right? You can get one with me or with any of the many mystics and healers. Okay. But I do feel this need for inspiration here with the Nine of Pentacles. Um, this Nine of Pentacles I really love. It's especially fun to me, and even though it's an earth energy, this feels a little bit fiery to me. Okay, but it is Virgo energy, and Virgo is the goddess, right? So it's it's goddess energy here, Scorpio. It's it's really beautiful, and that's the goal here. Um, the universe wants you to see who you are. All right, maybe you don't identify as a goddess because there's no gender associated with the card or with the energy, right? But it is, just really glorious, inspired. All right, let's get one more card here. One more from the Airmail Oracle. Link in the bio if you are interested in this Oracle deck. Okay, we got 4th and 10th house. I need to know more about the 4th and 10th house here. Free flow, okay? Yeah. With this energy, free flow, okay? I definitely do feel like we could need a little bit of space, right? And we just need to, look within, right? We kind of just need to take the first step of this journey and then just kind of feel our way through it, right? Recognize all that you've made it through already, right? You've made it through so much already, Scorpio, to get to where you're at. Believe in yourself. It's the very least you can do after all that you have shown up for yourself for, right? And Scorpio, you're getting more cards than anybody else because I just have to get one more from your angels and ancestors for this like Emperor in the 12th house here. So for this 12th and 6th house, we'll need one as well. Look within, coming out again. Okay, yeah. There's something here, Scorpio. There's something that really means something to you. There's something that you're supposed to build in this lifetime, and it's very deep. It's in your 12th house. It could be hidden and buried, but we must seek truth here, okay? Seek truth is over your reading, along with the 5 of Wands, okay? So this internal conflict that you're feeling, this is happening for you, Scorpio. Don't ignore the things you're feeling. Listen to them, flow with them, and understand that you're strong and capable, and you are going to get to where you need to be. Okay, let's get us a sacred destiny oracle over our reading. Leadership and adventures on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Leadership, North Star. The sacred landscape wants you to know, just as the North Star is a beacon for travelers in the dark of the night, you are a beacon for others. It's time to step into the light and take your leadership role. You are a teacher, steward, guardian, and healer, a true leader. Own these gifts. Come into the light. Don't hold back. Let the world see your light. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. If you have been hiding in the background, it's time to break out and become the light for others. Through this, your star shines brighter. All right, and let's read adventures as well. Lofty waterfall. Look how beautiful. Lofty waterfall. The sacred landscape wants you to know something exciting is around the corner. You are entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at your world in new and different ways. Something that you thought was mundane or someone who you may have overlooked will open the door to new opportunities and bigger, bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to remove your blinders and take action, so life doesn't become stagnant and lackluster. It can also signify incredible spiritual attunement and spiritual voyages. Wow, Scorpio, I am going to go ahead and leave it there. What a beautiful reading. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to book a personal, visit my website, amyenergy.online. Follow me on Instagram at amyenergy. Make sure you definitely follow me on TikTok at amyenergy3 because I will be going live there and you'll get the opportunity to have your questions answered. Okay. If you want to donate to the channel, I'm at Amy Energy on both Cash App and Venmo. But most importantly, have a wonderful week. I love you. Take care.